It do what it do. What it do, family? What's going on? It's your boy Truth. What's going on? Welcome to Truth Be Told. Hope everybody's having a fantastic, fabulous day. Feels like I just hopped on yesterday because of how fast time is going. We're already on Wednesday again. I hop on every Wednesday. Maybe not every Wednesday, but I try to catch on, when I can. Life's not always perfect. Like none of us, no one's perfect. But we try. All right. We fall down, we get up, we try again. But nonetheless, we're here. We're here and we're swinging. Life's getting better. All right. Life's supposed to make us get better, not bitter. We all go through challenges and troubles in life, and a lot of times it makes us bitter. And I think it's wise and better if I think every time we go through issues in life, we take like lessons. We take lessons from each situation. All right. I want to say that for sure. Through every situation that we go through, it's best that we take lessons from each situation versus letting the situation change us. It's better if we take the lessons from each situation and you let it change you and mold you into a better person. So that's what life should be about, right? It's like all about growing, growth. It's all about growing. You take lessons in life and you take them and you make those lessons to make you a better person versus taking those lessons to make you a bitter person, right? All right, all right. So I like it like that. We like that. That's what it is. What's going on, everybody? Though, hope everybody's having a great day. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that follow button as your boy got more content on the way. All right. I'm also working on an album. I'm currently working on an album as well. So I got some music dropping for you guys soon. It's gonna be fun. Try to keep you guys entertained. That's gonna be fun. All right. So I got some of that coming through. Um, but aside from music, we got content. Always got something to uplift you guys, put you guys on game about what's going on, in the world, what's going on inside of us internally that I feel like we should be, looking at that, maybe not a lot of people talk about. So this is just, you know, something to look at. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. As you guys join on and hit that like button, hit that follow button, guys, and maybe even hit that share button because you never know if it might be able to help somebody else. All right, guys. So let's get into it. I'll keep this one short, sweet, and simple because I know everybody's got things they got going on. We all do. I'll keep it short, sweet, and simple for you guys. I love you guys. I see the support. I see you. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the support. So guys, if you guys you haven't already told. I can't even speak right now. It's like I'm like semi tired right now. So work with me, okay? Work with your boy. So if you guys can't tell already by the title, this one's gonna be touching on basically how to treat a woman. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really, really interesting. It's gonna be on teaching basically my fellas, how to treat a woman. This is gonna be a good one. All right. Um, so this is gonna be a good one. We're gonna get into it. Um, I know as I said that, I know as I said that, basically talking about how we as fellas should treat women. Some of us fellas have, I mean, I get it. We in some challenging times. The dating pool isn't the best um, on both ends. You know what I'm trying to say? For both men and women, we are going through some challenging times in the dating pool. Um, yeah, it's pretty bad. So, I mean, what we can do then is we can try to cushion it. We can try to cushion the blow. We can try to find the holes in the situation and try to fix what we can. Okay, because society has done so much damage. The culture, has done so much damage to us, and we think the thing is. See, let me tell you how the devil works. Right? This is where we got to really look at the source. What's going on? Unique. I see. What's going on? Me. Let me tell you how I like to work. I like to look at the source of issues. I like to look at the source of problems. Where does the problems of everything come from? Because I feel like in order to solve any problems, first you gotta recognize that there is a problem, right? First you gotta realize that there is a problem, and secondly, you gotta realize and recognize where the problem comes from, the source of the problem, in order to solve any problem. Because if you don't recognize the problem, you don't even know where the problem comes from. Let me even start here. If you don't even realize there is a problem, then that's a problem. And then on top of that, if you don't even realize or recognize where the problem even comes from, that's also another problem because you don't know how to attack the problem or what to attack, where to attack. You get what I'm trying to say? You get me, blood? So that's what I like to do. I like to find the source of what is causing this to begin with. And let me tell you something, how the devil likes to work, how a lot of us are right now in the world. A lot of us are blind to what's going on. A lot of us don't even know that issues are happening, where the issues are happening from. Let me tell you how the devil likes to work. The devil likes to work and hide in the shadows. Oh, hey, what's up, Sneaky Treats? How are you? How are you? I see you. What's going on? The devil likes to work. You already know, Unique. You already know. You already know. The devil likes to work in the shadows. All right. I appreciate the love. I see you. I see you. What's going on, Zach? Hey, what's going on, family? I see you, my boy. Hey, appreciate the likes, guys. Appreciate the support. Hit that like button. Hit that follow button, guys. Hit that share button too, so we can get this on the algorithm. So I'm sure it'll be able to help some people out. So the way the devil likes to work is, guys, he likes to hide in the shadows, right? And he doesn't want you to know that he's the reason behind a lot of our issues. And he's behind pretty much 99.9% of our issues. You feel me? We are to have a forgiving heart. What's going on, Zach, bro? I see you. We are to have a forgiving heart, right? But to be real with you, if you were to ask me how I feel about the devil, I cannot wait. And I'm sure if you're watching this, you can feel me on this. The amount of things that he put me through, the amount of things that he put you through, and you through, the amount of things that the devil has put us through, I cannot wait for this man to, or whatever he is, because he acting like he's one second he's a man, one second he's messing with men, he's a female too. I don't know what he is. You don't even know what he is. But all I will say is, I can't wait for the day for him to burn in that lake of fire. Can I get an amen? Can I get a yeah? Y'all feel me on that? I cannot wait for the day for him to burn crisp, like crispy fries, chicken, whatever, like some crispy chicken, like fry him up, serve him on a platter, and no, I ain't touching eating him, because you just fry him up and then give him to the birds, because I can't wait for him to fry up, bro, like the devil, like just burn him, crisp him. See, I got some love right here. Crisp, right? Serve him on the grill. Give him to the what them birds that be eating like dead animals on the road? Vultures. Feed them to the vultures, man. Feed the devil to the vultures, bro. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. For real, for real. Yeah, exactly, Zach, bro. Crispy, bro. Let's get him out of here. Man, listen. He's the source issue to all of our problems. But the way he likes to work is and move is, he's like a little girl. Not even a little boy. He's like a little girl. He's like, I don't want to say little girl because I don't want to do y'all like that. He's just a little demon. Like he'll like do something and he like just try to like hide as if he not present. He ain't do it. Like he's just like he go hiding. Like, bro, you need to burn, bro. All right. So the reason why I brought that up, right? Let me tell you why I brought that up too. Is because the way the dating pool is set up right now, because the purpose of this topic is basically speaking about teaching fellas how to treat their woman, right? And we're so messed up right now in society because of the devil. The devil is the one behind this all. Him and his henchmen running this world. See, I told you, I'm your boy Truth. This is Truth Be Told. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak game. I'm gonna tell you the truth of what's really going on behind the scenes. On this channel, you're gonna learn what's really going on behind the scenes that I see. That I'm gonna bring it to you, to the people, because you guys deserve to understand and know what's going on. A lot of people in this world just walk in the world randomly every single day, not knowing what's going on behind the scenes. But me, I like to pay attention to everything, spiritually and unspiritually. That's not a phrase, a word, but I'm gonna use it, whatever. So the way the devil has attacked us, you guys, I'm talking to all of us right now. The way the devil has attacked all of us is he's using his little henchmen, his little puppets, to basically attack us through the culture and the narrative of culture, right? Why do you think, for example, a lot of the women, men are oh, that's my neighbor, that's my neighbor, are affected by music? Like, for example, the music. We're affected by the music. We're affected by the media, right? We're affected by the music. You know, you got these female artists that is pushing these narratives for us to follow after, telling us to be single, to, oh, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, to say you don't need a man, right? But you're saying you don't need a man, but yet you yourself as the artist, you have a man, you have a family, and yet you want to promote not having a man. Think about that. And a lot of the sad part is a lot of women are eating this up. A lot of people are eating this up. Look at Beyonce. She got her little family, but yeah, she's sitting there talking about all my single ladies, all my single ladies. You ain't single. You is not single, bruh. Who's another one? Cardi. I'm sure some of her lyrics be talking about being single, or you don't need a man. It's like all of them. You're gonna find something somewhere with each and every one of them, right? So the point is, and it's not just through music; it's through other factors as well, other situations, other areas where the devil is using his little henchmen to influence us, the people. And it's like all it is like a domino effect. It's like it trickles down, right? And it's gonna affect and what it does is it affects our mental. It changes us from inside, and then ultimately what it does is it just corrupts us and it ruins the dating pool. That's why the dating pool itself is so trash, or at least to the eyes of what everybody keeps saying. From what I observe and what I keep hearing, people talking about, oh, the dating pool is trash, dating pool is trash. It's because we are influenced by trashy situations or people or culture that's pushing the trash. All right, what we consume is what's going to transform us. And like I said, once again, you got all of us, you got some of us out here just straight eating it up, eating up the garbage. Why? Because of the devil and his henchmen. All right, and I like to, like I said, I like to find what the issue is, what the problem is, and attack it head on. That's my approach. I like to find what the issue is and approach it and attack it, put it on a grill, burn it, and feed it to the vultures. That's my approach. So we gonna approach the devil. We gonna we gonna hit him with we gonna stick him with his own little pitchfork, whatever he got going on. We gonna put him on the grill. We gonna grill him. We gonna grill the devil, and then we gonna take him off the grill and we gonna feed the devil to the vultures. All right, is that a deal? Hey, I got some hearts right here. That means yes. We got a deal. Okay, all right. Let it be done. Bring the pitchfork. Bring the devil. Put him on the table, and stick him with the fork, and then put him on the grill. We have spoken. Get rid of that peasant. I can't wait for the day for that boy to burn, boy. I can't wait. I'm like getting excited, like, oh, these end times are getting excited in, boy. The devil gonna burn. His see, the thing is with the devil too is his destiny is already decided, right? His destiny's already decided. That means he's already destined to burn. There's no like him coming back to God and saying, "Oh, sorry for what I've done." Amen. Amen. You know, saying, "Oh, sorry for what I've done. Can I get back into heaven and make things right?" Like he knows that there's no chance of that anymore, and there isn't. Look at all through history, what he's done. He's done. Think about it like this. I mean, he's obviously clearly not smart enough because yes, you're already destined for the burnery, right? The burnery. You're already destined for it, right? At some point, why didn't you would have think anybody in their logical mind, you would have still, I don't know, at least me personally, I would try to like, I wouldn't keep doing evil. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, why would you keep doing evil? Keep doing, instead of that, why don't you still try to show God, listen, all right, listen, I did mess up. I was stupid. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, at some point down the line, you wouldn't think logically, like, all right, let me just try to, like, even if God said no, there is no way of you coming back. You're gonna keep doing evil like a dunce. You're gonna keep doing instead of being like, let me just come to my senses. All right, let me just try to do right. Let me try to get right with him. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. You know, I'm gonna try to change my ways even a little bit, even a little bit. But you don't even want to change your ways even a little bit, bro. What you do? You rather sabotage his people too, because you're going down in flames. Now I'm going to sabotage. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the devil's not smart, bro. He's so dumb, bro. Put that dumb devil on the grill, bro. Put that dumb devil on the grill. Get him out of here, bro. I can't. If I was king, bro, that would be my decree, bro. Get that dumb devil out of here. I say just like that. Get that dumb devil out of here. Put him on the grill. He's an immature. He's an imitator, not a creator. He used the same old tricks. Now, 100%, exactly. Exactly. He's an imitator, not a creator. He can't create nothing. He's always got a copy. Like, bro. I mean, and as a matter of fact, that's with that statement. That it's just like it makes things even worse because, like, bro, aren't you embarrassed because of that? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you wouldn't you be embarrassed that you can't even create your own? Think about that. Like, dang, I gotta copy every single thing. I gotta copy everything from God. Like, I can't even originate nothing, bro. Like, that's lamery. That's lame. That's crazy. That's straight lame, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You can't. You're not even an originator of nothing. You like to copy and imitate everything you see. Like I would feel. I don't know about him. I don't know if he feel any kind of embarrassment. But if he doesn't, I'll feel it for him. I'm gonna feel it for him. I feel embarrassed for you, uh, devil, man, being, whatever you are, whatever. He don't even know what he is. But I'm gonna feel embarrassed for him because once again, like my good friend here says, he copies every single thing. So that's sad, bro. That's just sad. But nonetheless, guys, Pretty with Christ says that's why he goes looking to see who don't know about their power and prey on them. Exactly. He's a coward. Exactly. He's a coward. He's a coward. Pretty with Christ also says he knows it's some of us he can't play with for real. 100%. 100%. Pretty with Christ is on point. Yep. There's some of us that he really can't play with. I mean, granted, even there are some of us that he's just basically like, even if he can't play with us, like what he'll do is he'll just like dabble, right? He'll like try to catch you slipping, things like that. He's just like I can't keep saying little girl because it's not a little girl. It's worse than a little girl. It's like he's like a pest, bro. He just won't try to go away. Like he's like a fly. There we go. Let's say a fly. You know how the fly is always coming around your ears and you're like this, and once you shoot it away, it comes back again. Like that's what he is. Let's say he's a fly. There you go. He's a fly. He's a bug. He's a bug. Um. All right. I got my friend here. Uh. What language is that? I wish I could pronounce that, but I'm just gonna read it. You asked if I'm black. Yeah. I'm black. I'm black. I'm black, and I'm proud to be a. I'm Haitian to be exact. If you want to know furthermore what I am, I'm Haitian. I'm Haitien. I mean, I don't know what that means. I don't know what very black mean, but I think I'm black. That's it. I'm Haitian. I'm Haitien. I'm Zoe. If I have my Haitian flag, I bring it. I bring it and I show it to you. Oh, I see you. I see you. Hey, all right. That's what's up. I'm sure they like you too. They like you too. They like you too. Pretty with Christ says, "Me too. We a double-edged sword." Hey, you already know. You already know. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the love, guys. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like. Hit that follow button. All right, we having fun. That's just what it is. We a big family having fun, having a great time. I love y'all. All right. All right. So now, with that being said, guys, let's get on a topic at hand. Let's talk about the topic at hand. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know we all have things we got to get done. All right. So let's get this one out of the way. So today's topic, guys, is talking about fellas how to treat a woman. Right. So remember how I told you the dating pool. I understand. I get it. It's not the greatest right now, right? So basically what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to undo the damage that the devil has done all these years and time frames, all right? So basically how our minds are set up, how we see people, how we see men, how we see women, it's not too late. It ain't too late, all right? We can change things. We can turn things around. We could make things work again, all right? And that's my job. I'm here to flip things around from how messed up they are or how messed up they have been, okay? Um, Giving advice, giving you direction, guidance, whatever we need. Whatever we probably did not learn from um, adults, our parents, our people who guidance, any kind of guidance growing up. That's what I'm here to do. Is try to put us on some game, help us out on this journey. All right. So um, let's get into it, guys. One. Um, okay. Now, fellas, this is a really important point. I want to mention this before I get completely started with these points. I got a few points I'm gonna throw at you. Take them, jot them down, take a note, get a pen, write them down, whatever you got to do. Um, let me see. Now there is something that I want to go over with you first. that is important. This is important. And I mean important, important. I would like to start with this point here, fellas. Is this the Bible warns us as men that, I mean, this is primarily speaking to husbands. So this is kind of like once you become a husband, all right? Not necessarily boyfriend and girlfriend. I mean, it could work in that aspect too. I don't know. I don't know how serious God will approach it, but I will just say husband for now. The Bible warns that if a husband is harsh or fails to honor his wife, that his prayers may be hindered. Okay? I'm going to say it again. The Bible mentions this. That means God himself is saying, if we as men are not honoring our woman, then our prayers, I mean, if we ever want to talk to God, speak to God, we want him to do something for us, it will be hindered. I figured I wanted to make that point clear as daylight. I wanted to, matter of fact, I even wanted to, you see why I started with this, because it's that important. I wanted this point to stand out because I want to show us the severity, how severe it is for us to treat our women good. Because if we don't even do that, then God is saying he's not even listening to us. Like anything we gotta say to him, ask, hey Father, can you buy me a, I don't know, something. I don't really want to be specific, but anything, or could you do this for me? He's not gonna really hear you out. He's not gonna listen. The chances of him answering your prayers are slim to none. I just wanted to point that out because a lot of men don't even know that. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the support and love. I see you. A lot of men don't even know that part. And I'm sure if they knew that part, they probably would take that situation a little bit more serious. Remember this, guys. Remember, if we don't even treat our woman right, how do we expect for God to answer and treat us? Remember that. Meaning God will ignore your prayers. I gotta keep reiterating. I can't even speak right now, I'm so tired. But like I said, I know a lot of men don't know this. That's why I just had to bring it to the forefront so that we understand where we stand with God and ourselves and the situation. With that being said, let us begin. Let's get into the word, guys. So, today, once again, we're talking about how to treat our women. I got a few points that I want to run by you guys. It's going to be a fun one, a good one. All right. I'm your boy, Truth, bringing it to you, bringing it live. I'm going to post this after, so if you guys want to check this out again, I'm going to post this. I keep hearing stuff in the bushes. Like, what's going on? It better not be like the Loch Ness Monster or nothing. So, I'm going to post this, repost this. Once it's out, you can go and check it out again. You'll have the opportunity to share it if you want to share it. You feel like someone needs to listen and hear it. What I also do, I'll make a note of this, guys, is I'll basically I'll snippet parts throughout my videos to make it a little bit easier for people to watch in case you have a favorite part, you know what I'm trying to say? I'll add snippets. I'll take snippets of the video, of this entire video, to not only make it smaller and simpler and easier to find, but yeah, they'll be easy to find. So I'll be sharing it. I'll be sharing it in that way as well. All right. After I get off the live, I'll break it down a little bit better that way for you guys. All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Enough chit chat. All right. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that follow button. Hit that like button. Hit that follow button. Okay. Let's get into it. All right. Now, fellas. Hoo-ha. Last week, if you guys didn't catch last week's video, I encourage you to go ahead and give it a watch. Go ahead, go check it out. Go check it out. All right. Last week, I spoke about how we should treat our women like queens. So basically, last week was the introduction. It was the introduction of me bringing this matter to the forefront. Okay. I even left. I don't know if you guys want to check it out, but I even left a little note at the end of the video. It was basically more of a personal message that I wrote to my own queen. Okay, like I said, like it's one thing to put you guys on game and try to, show, teach you or talk about things out here in the world, but it's another thing to, introduce myself, talk about myself, tell you how I think, how my heart runs, what's probably going on a little bit personally in my own life, and that's what that note entailed. I wanted to be more a little bit more personal with you guys, touch, get more, kind of like let you in on who I am. All right, so I left a little note at the end of that video last week. If you want to check that out, you can go ahead and do that. So that was last week. Today, I want to go into details now. Last week was just introducing that we should treat our women like queens, right? But today I want to go into details as to what that looks like. All right. So we're going to talk about that in this episode. So let's talk about it. All right, let's go. Now, of course, I'm going to be tying in some scripture into this to basically give this, a little bit of a better form and direction. Okay, as to what this looks like, with how to treat, our woman. This is obviously not really spoken about in today's society. There are not a lot of men training up men on how to treat our women. And I'm sure if we had a lot more of that going on, dysfunction wouldn't be happening as much as you see it happening. We'd have way less dysfunction. We'd have more stability, more control of the things that's going on around us in the world. We'd have I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not even gonna make it. I'm sure as I said that, some of you probably like, make the joke. What are you gonna say? I'm gonna leave Trump alone, bro. I'm gonna leave Trump alone. Trump and many of those that are like him. And what do I mean by that? Basically, if we had more men who are actual men, this world would be a better place. What is a man? A real man sees that he wants no part in dysfunction. He would rather be unalived. I want to say the DIE on DIE on online, because I'm sure some platforms don't be liking that word. I guess I don't know, whatever. But some men would rather be put underground than work with dysfunction and evil, basically. Real men fight with righteousness, while the other type of men, I don't even know what to call them. I could say cowards. Cowardice men, they fold. They fold and they bend easy. I'm sorry. I would have been trying to do that. They fold. And they let whoever tell them whatever, all because of money, all because of status, all because of power. You got people who are, I don't care who you are. You can be Queen Queen of Sheba, Queen of whatever, the King of England. I don't care who you are. You can be the highest of the highest. You're not going to convince me to join in on your dysfunction. And I believe if we had more men that stood up for right doing, like I said, this world would be a better place. And that's my job, to help train men up, to help put us on game, to make men better men. So let's make it happen. Now, fellas, how do we treat our women? Because I feel like how we treat our women tells and says a lot about us. What we do in the home determines a lot, because it starts with the home. It starts what's closest to us. Appreciate the likes. I appreciate the likes. Appreciate the love. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that follow button. Hit that like button. Hit that follow button. Hit that share button. I'm sure this, I'm sure you might know someone that might could use this. That could that could, to see this. A lot of guys need to see this. All right. A lot of guys need to see this. This. A lot of guys need to see this. All right. Let me stop joking. Let's get into it. Come on. Fellas, how do we treat our women? How do we treat our women? Okay. According to the Bible, I'm going to bring the Bible into this to give this a little bit backbone and structure, all right? According to the Bible, a man should treat his woman with selflessness, sacrificial love, honor, and understanding. I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to repeat that. We as men, according to the Bible, should treat our women with selflessness, sacrificial love, honor, and understanding. Where are you going to hear that from? You're not going to hear that from the media. You're not going to hear that from the media. Beyonce, single ladies message ain't going to teach you that. Cardi B, and then if you look at the men rappers who are teaching fellas how to mistreat women, they're not going to teach you about that. Calling our women foul names. They're not going to teach you how to treat our woman. So they can't even teach you how to treat your woman. How do you think they're treating theirs? Probably no better. Probably no better, because they don't know how to teach you how to treat women. So how are they going to treat women good too? Hold on. I got the devil flying around me right now. A little mosquito. A bug. I call that the devil. Well, the devil he's a bug, so that's why I call it that. Anyways. So that's how we are to treat our women. With selflessness, sacrificial love, honor, and understanding. Now, fellas, oh, hold on. That's what I was missing. Okay, there it is. Oof. Okay. Now, fellas, my bad. We have cats. We have who that? Ryan? This guy. What's up, Ryan, bro? Just online, do my thing, man. Do my thing, man. We got cat. I'm in the backyard, and we got cats. I got cats here, and they just had babies. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I got some baby kittens now. Got some baby kittens around here. Man, just working, man. Just chilling and working at the same time, man. I've been chilling, man. What you been up to? I see you. I see you. And then Lark Malaj says, "Can you show them?" Let me see where they at. I might be able to. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know how close I can get. Hold on. Let me see something. All right. Bet. Hold on. Hey, y'all, give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I might get away with it. All right. Ready? Hold on. Let me see. Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Y'all see him? What's up, guys? What's up? I'm your big Uncle Al. I know, I know. I come in peace, I promise. All right. I'm gonna leave y'all alone, all right? Y'all do y'all thing. Bye. Bye. All right, I'm gonna leave him alone. Okay. I don't know how well you guys got to see him, but I try to get as close as possible. I ain't want to scare him. I ain't want to scare him and stuff. Yeah, they just chilling. All right. Yeah. Yeah, they was just chilling. So having babies around here, babies. I meant for work, bro, and same as you, man. Just trying to make it. Oh, um, man, I'm out here just trying to run an empire, bro. Running an empire, bro. Just out here running an empire. That's all, bro. Y'all already know we out here trying to make it, man. We trying to make it. All right. Let's get into let's finish up with this real quick. Actually, I hope before it even starts raining. I don't want it to rain. It might start raining. All right. Let's try to get some of this out the way. All right. So real quick now. I'm not even gonna play with you, man. Nah, I'm done. I'm done with that, bro. I'm done with that. I'm not going back. All right. So real quick, guys. So to God, right? To God, right? Husbands are commanded to love their wives as Christ loves the church. So the same way that Christ loves the church, which is his people, is the same way we are. Yeah, they calling you. We are supposed to love our women. Okay? And once again, what is that? That's sacrificial love. That's prioritizing her well-being. That's nourishment, right? That's nourishment. And that's also security. All right? That's prioritizing her well-being, sacrificial love. That means you're willing to sacrifice for her. That's nourishment. Okay? Making sure she's good health-wise, everything is good on that aspect. And that's also security, making sure that she's protected as the man we are to protect. Okay? As the man, it is our primary duty to protect. Women can protect the man too, but that comes secondary. That comes secondary to the man protecting the woman first. The man is supposed to be the one to protect first. Okay? So a lot of us fellas who got their feet kicked up, like this, feet kicked up, you thinking like you ain't gotta do nothing, you ain't gotta protect your woman. You got it all wrong there, buddy. Alright? The man is supposed to protect the woman first. We gotta get the order right. In order for everything to properly move and function properly, we have to get the order right. Alright. Let's move forward. Now, some key principles. I'm gonna go over some key principles. Some key principles for the man in treating his woman right. Are as follows. It's honor, respecting her, respect, and avoiding harshness, being gentle with her. avoiding harshness. Okay? We got to remember that we are the men. I gotta highlight this point because a lot of men, especially today's day society, a lot of men, gosh, man, get the devil out of here, bro. A lot of men, it's like they don't know that they're men. And that's a problem. That's a really big problem. You gotta know that you're a man. And in knowing that you are a man comes the responsibilities and attributes of a man. That means you got to know your role as the man. There are too many situations where men dig too much in that feminine bag of theirs that I have no idea where that bag came from. And that is not a good thing at all. As a man, growing up in this world that is a man's world. The song was called, the song states it's a man world for a reason. You must operate like a man in order for society, for the world, for culture, for everything to grow and to be pushed forward in society. You have to be a man, operate like a man, not operate in your femininity. You can be soft. You can still don't get me wrong now. 'Cause I don't want men to think that, oh, you shouldn't express how you feel. You shouldn't talk about how you feel. You talk about your feelings. That's talking about how you feel and showing how you feel is kind of two different things, my guy. All right? We should talk about how we feel, express how we feel, yes. But it's in the way that we do it too. You should be able to do it with control, not with nagging like you're the woman. You shouldn't nag. You're a man. What are you doing? What are you doing nagging? It's a huge problem. For a man to nag, you don't see that there's a problem with that? When a woman nags, that's almost expected because she's a woman. But when a man nags, that's not expected. That's weird. That's a problem. Men are supposed to be the more stable ones. You're supposed to be more stable, grounded. What's going on, Nicole? I see you. I see you. How are you? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second as I solve this bot puzzle real quick. Come on, hurry up, man. Give me 1 second, guys. It wants to know that I'm not a bot. I am not a bot. I am a human. Hurry up. All right, here we go. I just got to slide this in place so that way it knows. Oh, got it. I'm good. I'm raw. Hey, hurry up, man. I already did it. I solved the puzzle. Let's go. Let's go. Vamos, vamos. What is this thing doing now? It's acting really slow. That's why I don't like to prolong this too long, because after some time it starts acting like the signaling starts acting slow after some time. Hurry up. I've already solved this like ages ago. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I think it is working now. Or is that just... Okay. IDK. What you doing, bro? Yo! Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta solve this puzzle again. I already solved it one time before. Try again. 1 second. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I got it that time. So if you want to work, that'd be great. All right, perfect. I got the check mark. All right, bet we're back on. The devil thought he had me, but God. All right, let's finish up, guys, before this thing starts acting up on me again. Let's get through this. Here's one of my cool cats here. I call him Sky. He's just chilling over there. Sky. 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 Why you ignoring me, bro? Oh, okay. Say hi. Say what's up, man. I'm trying to act all camera shy now, bro. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, I got cats. Gotcha. All right. Let's get into it, guys. Let's finish up. I want to get done before it starts raining, because then I really be messed up. It looks like it might start raining. All right. So now let's go over a few points, because this is where I wanted to get to. Appreciate the love, guys. Appreciate the support. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that share button, as it might be able to help a brother out. Not just me. I'm talking about a brother that might be able to hear it, that could actually use it. Because we all know a lot of fellas could use this message, boy. I'm trying to get the word out to my boys. All right. Trying to save the boys from their feminine side, their femininity. Like Finding Nemo. Femininity. All right. Let's get into it. All right. This next point is going to be in Ephesians. And Ephesians 5, verse 25. It speaks on sacrificial love. Ephesians 5, verse 25. It speaks on sacrificial love, where men are instructed to love their wives as Christ loves the church. Once again, the church. Okay, so now, which involves giving his life, the man giving his life for her, for hers. What does this mean? This means unselfishness and prioritizing her needs and well-being. That's what giving your life for the woman means. I mean, if you want to take it physically too, because obviously and you see all in movies and stuff like that. Me personally, yes, I'd sacrifice my life, my actual physical life, for my woman. That's just any man who actually loves their woman would do that naturally. There ain't no second thinking that you already know you would do that for your woman. If it came down to you surviving or her surviving in a situation, any man knows they're gonna pick her to survive over him. If he chooses him to survive over you, that ain't your man, bro. I'm gonna just say it like that. One, I'm gonna say that. That ain't your man. Alright? If you're ever in a situation like that, and a man chooses his life to be spared over yours, that ain't your man. Alright. But once again, in this aspect and this notion, what I'm actually speaking about is unselfishness. That means the man is willing to not be unselfish. Okay? He's willing to meet the needs and prioritize her needs above his own. Sacrificially. There are a lot of men that don't even do that. They don't prioritize the needs of their woman above their own. That's a problem. We are men. They're the woman. We had to act like it. Okay? Sacrifice for your woman, fellas. That's the normal way of life. The man is supposed to sacrifice for his woman. Of course, you have the situation where the woman can sacrifice for the man too. It goes both ways. Yes, it can go both ways. But if you want to look at the natural order of things, how things should go primarily, that means first is the man sacrifices for the woman. Okay? You shouldn't not sacrifice for the woman and expect for her to sacrifice for you. That is not the natural order of things. That is not the natural order of life. You're moving backwards. You're not moving forward. We are trying to move forward. Okay? Are you sacrificing for your woman? We must ask ourselves these questions. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that follow button. Hit that like button. Hit that follow button. Hit that share button, too. Okay. The next point I want to go over with you guys is honor and respect. This is how we are supposed to be treating our woman, fellas. How are we supposed to be treating our woman? The next point I have is honor and respect. And 1 Peter 3 verse 7, it says that men are to live with their wives in an understanding way. Men are to live with their wives in an understanding way. You are to understand your wife. Not understand your wife. Not listening to your wife at all. Not just blocking out everything that she has to say. Not saying, "Oh, it's my way or the highway." That's not good. That's just not good. You're not going to get anywhere like that. You might be thinking you're getting somewhere because you're just stuck in your prideful way, but that's really, at the end of the day, all it is just pride. That's getting in the way of true growth in your partnership. You must understand them. We as men must understand our woman. Try to, if you, it's hard for you to understand, but you have to try, at least try. This shows honor, showing honor to them as the weaker vessel. The Bible calls the woman the weaker vessel than the man. Now, this isn't to down the woman. This isn't saying the woman is any less than the man. That's not what it means. Because a lot of men will take that out of context and want to twist things into their own narrative. That's not what it means when the Bible says the woman is the weaker vessel. What does it mean when the Bible says the woman is the weaker vessel? It means, and this is basically interpreted as more delicate. More delicate or needing more of the protection. Needing protection. More delicate, needing more protection. That's what weaker vessel means. If I said weaker vessel to a lot of fellas, and you take that out of context, and you instantly go to the mind, because I know how a lot of y'all think. Trust me, I'm a guy too, so I know how a lot of men think. When I say weaker vessel, don't quickly run to the thought that this woman should bow down to you. She should just submit to you, and that's it. It's your way or the highway. That's not what I'm saying. That's not how you should take it. Like I said, I know how y'all think, so I gotta bring it to the forefront to put you on your brakes, to stop you right there. You feel me? Because I know how y'all think. A lot of men who think like this like to take advantage of women. I don't play that, my boy. I think we're in a new age where real men need to stand up. I think that's why this world is so corrupt and messed up the way that it is, because men cower. This is how it goes. You got men who cower evil. They give into it, and you have other men because other men also fail to have backbones, and you fail to want to fight against evil. Instead of fighting against evil, you rather just let evil have its way. That's not what a real man's supposed to be like. A real man's supposed to see you see evil happening, you ain't with it. You're supposed to be the blockage, the blockade as a man. Too many situations. I'll give you an example. How many times have we seen videos of people in public? Matter of fact, I'll even give you the exact example. I'm not going to beat around it. I'm going to give you the exact example. And it ain't gonna lie, it really pissed me off. It pissed me off so much to the point where I just had to, like, as soon as I saw the video, I had to just slide up and just like get away from the video. Cause I'm like, bro, if I was there, bro, dude would have been toast, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, dude would have been done. How many of you guys saw this video or heard about this situation happening? I saw this video like really recent, maybe like last week somewhere. All right, this is what the video was about. It was basically a man trying to holler at a girl in public, right? And what happened? Because the woman turned him down, the woman did not want to entertain him. She pretty much walked away, tried to walk away. So basically, the man got rejected. Yes, he got rejected. And from my understanding of what happened, I mean, well, in the video, it was just blurred out, so you didn't see it physically happening. They blurred out the part where it happened, but basically, in the caption, it said that man gets rejected, and basically, I guess what he did was he ran after her, dropped her, I guess lifted her up, and then maybe dropped her on the ground, kind of thing, and then stomped on her, like stepped on her, like that, like that. I don't know her condition. It was blurred out. That's all I know. When they showed it, that part, they blurted it out because I'm guessing. Hopefully, I don't know how graphic it was. All I know is it pissed me off beyond. Like, it pissed me off to see that. And what pissed me off more too is to know not just the fact that it happened, but the fact that there was someone there recording it, and you didn't do anything about that. That's why I say we have cowards as men in this world. There's no way in heck, if I was there, he did that in front of me, would he have been able to walk away? I'm being real. Because a girl didn't give you her attention, you do that to her. Once again, it shows that we as men lack masculinity. You can't even take rejection. If a girl does not want to entertain you, walk away. Just say, okay. Go ahead and even say it's your loss. But to be nasty, to proceed to attack her because you got rejected, and like I said, I blame the cameraman or whoever else was in that vicinity that saw it happening, that didn't do anything about it. I blame them just as much as the person that did it. Because once again, remember how I told you, cowardice men let evil run amok, because real men will not. Real men stand up against stuff like that. And if I was there, I wouldn't let dude take another step. I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably would do the exact same thing to him. I'd be like, what? Boom. Bop, bop. I give him twice. Boy, I probably give him twice what he did. We lack men, real men, in this world. Because if real men were in this world, evil would not be running amok the way it's been running. I'll tell you that right now. Evil's only running amok because it lacks good men. Why do you think the devil and his henchmen have been trying so hard throughout history, past couple recent years, to downgrade men? Not only downgrade men, but I mean, well, it's like, how do I say this? It's levels to it, right? First, you got to cause dysfunction in the home. And what does causing dysfunction do? It naturally trains you up to be not so good men. So you're already starting from a bad spot. If you don't have leadership to train you up to being a good man, you're already starting off bad. After that, what does the enemy do? The devil do with his henchmen and you see culture and the government, society. What does he do? What does he do next? Now he's creating these rules and regulation to come against men, to press men furthermore, down even more. You are already here, but now they're gonna compress you even more, not giving men much of a choice and chance. What does it do? Decreasing the chances of men to rise. Good men, at least, because bad men, they're never going to do anything to begin with. We got to change this narrative, folks. The rise of good men. I might have to start a series. All right, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. All right. So, the next point, let's move forward. The next point that I have is to nourish. How are we supposed to treat our women? To nourish and to cherish. To nourish and to cherish. And Ephesians 5, verse 29, it clarifies that just as a man nourishes his own body, he should care for his wife physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually as well. It should be the man's job to make sure that she is okay in these areas. You're supposed to have each other's back, but as the man, it is your job to make sure, furthermore, that she is okay. If she's lacking in any of these areas, you are lacking as a man. She shouldn't have to be struggling in these areas by herself, at least. No one's perfect. I'm not going to say that every man's going to naturally come perfect, but you're supposed to at least uplift her in these areas. And once again, what is that? Physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Let's move forward. That was another point. The next point on how are we supposed to treat our woman. Now, this is a big one. I kind of made a few points about it recently, but I'm going to go over it again. This is a big one that a lot of my fellas miss. Okay? A lot of my fellas miss this. Because we forget we are men. Now, once again, you remember how I said women are considered in Scripture, in the Bible, they're considered and called the weaker vessel, right? Women are called the weaker vessel. Once again, what does that mean? What does that mean for the woman to be called the weaker vessel in the Bible? It means it is our jobs to protect them, fellas. It is our jobs to protect them, the woman. It is our jobs, the men, to protect the woman. Once again, tell me, how many times do we see in the world a man attacking a woman or a man taking a woman's life? How many times do we see that happening or hear that happening? Do you know what I call these kinds of men? The kind of men that attack women or the kind of men that take women's lives? Do you know what I call these kinds of men? Show honor to the woman as weaker vessel. Yeah, you already know, DJ. Exactly. Do you know what I call these kinds of men that attack women or unalive women? I call these men cowards. I call these men cowards. I really do. Because men's title alone is we're the protectors. We are to protect women. We are to protect children. So when the man is the one that's doing the attacking, what does that tell you about the man? There's a lot of problems there. A lot. That means the man is highly insecure. For a man to attack a woman or for a man to unalive a woman, it means a lot. It means you don't even know who you are as a man. You don't know your own identity. That's what it means. Because that's the first step to being a man. It's protector. If you can't even do the first step, you can't do anything right. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. So the next point that I have in how we as men should treat our women, the next point that I have in how we as men should treat our women is, and this is another important one, is that we are to avoid harshness. We are to avoid being harsh with them. In Colossians 3, verse 19, men are commanded not to be harsh, bitter, or angry towards their wives, but to show kindness and exercise patience. To exercise kindness and to show patience. This is how we are to operate as men to our women. To be kind and gentle with them, not to be harsh. We got to remember, and this is why I say, I feel like we as men, we forget. We forget that we're men. We forget that they're women, and we a lot of the times we be having the roles switched. We be thinking that they're the man, and we be thinking that we're the woman. If you a man, act like a man. Be a man. And act like a man. Stop trying to go tick and tack. Matter of fact, I even go as far as saying this. Stop being jealous of your woman. I feel like that's one of the worst things that I perceive from men is that you are in competition with your woman. That's like got to be one of the lowest feminine traits. One of the lowest feminine traits that I feel like comes from a man is when a man is jealous of his woman. Why are you jealous over your woman for? Aren't you together? Doesn't that mean if she's winning, you're winning? So what's the competition about? I appreciate the love, guys. I appreciate the love. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that follow button. Hit that like button and hit that follow button. Hit that share button too. For someone who might, this might be able to help. If you're with the woman, why are you in competition with her? I never understood that with some of these men out here that operate in that mindset. See, I ain't that kind of guy. If God blesses me with a woman who is well established, that's a blessing, bro, not a curse. I never understood why men saw a woman as a competition. If you're gonna compete with a woman, first of all, why are you with them? You don't compete with the person that you're with. That makes no sense. And secondly, if you're gonna compete with them, you're the opposite gender. That makes it 10 times worse. You're not a woman, bro. Why are you competing with a woman? Women are naturally the weaker vessel. We are supposed to be the protectors of the woman. Why are you competing against the one that you're supposed to be protecting? Think about that. That's kind of backwards. That's very backwards. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that follow button. Hit that share button. You shouldn't be competing with the person that you're with. You shouldn't be jealous of the one that you're with. Appreciate the love, guys. You shouldn't be jealous. Like I said, it makes no sense to be jealous of the person that you're with. If you're gonna be jealous of the person that you're with, you shouldn't be with them. You should be to yourself. You should be to yourself, and you should be by yourself, because that means you have a lot of work to do inside of you. That's what that means. You shouldn't be with anybody. you shouldn't even be with the next girl or the next person. Because if you're going to be jealous over anybody, once again, that means you have a lot of work to do. You are not ready to be in a relationship with anybody. You, not them, not the next person. You. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love, you guys. Whenever I see men in competition with their women, like I said, it's a huge red flag, huge, more than a turnoff. It's like, bro, it's like something that shouldn't even be exist. It's like it's something that shouldn't even be existing. That's how bad it is. It's not. It shouldn't be existing. Correct. Competition in a relation. Who's this? Fiddlesticks says competition in a relationship is a red flag. I agree. Fiddlesticks from TikTok says competition in a relationship is a red flag. Yes, it is. A huge red flag. It is a huge red flag. As the man, once again, you shouldn't be competing with the person that you're with. You should be seeing it as one, a blessing, two, as someone that you are blessed with, that you are put in a position to build with. If your person is ahead of you, whether they're ahead of you or behind you, but let's for now we're gonna use the ahead of you. We're gonna use the ahead of you one. If the person that you're with, as a man, if the person that you're with is a woman and she is ahead of you, you should be feeling like you are blessed to being in a situation like that. Okay? If she's ahead of you, you should be feeling blessed, not threatened. I can't tell you how many times I hear, I guess, men, they feel like, what's the word? They feel, I guess you could say threatened. All right. I see you. I see you. See, that's more of a personal situation that I just read. I was gonna read it out loud, but I don't want to put personal business out. But fiddlesticks, I feel you. I normally, yeah, because like I was gonna read it out loud, but I didn't want to put that out. I didn't want to read that out loud. I got you. I got you. But once again, I do feel you, and I encourage you. First of all, I want to give you a high five. You did the right thing. All right. I want to say, first of all, you did the right thing. No one should remain in a situation like that. I see, I see. I mean, hey, regardless, it could have been, whether it's 10, 15, 15, 20, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, regardless of the time frame, you did the right thing because you would have wasted more time. And time is important. Time is the one thing that we don't get back. The worst thing that we can do is staying in a situation that we know is not good for us and fighting for it. That's the worst. One of the worst things you can do is staying in a situation that is not good for you and you're fighting for it. Why do I say that? Because what you're doing is you're fighting for something that's not only going to keep you down, but you're fighting also against the very thing that's out there that is actually built for you, that will lift you up. That means you're wasting time being with someone. I appreciate you. I see you. I see you. I'll follow you back. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, guys. I'll follow you right back. I appreciate the support and love. I see you. I see you. Fiddle. You know I got you. We are. What's up, mama? Hold on, guys. Show you guys one of my other. She's so like. She's so like, what do you call it? She's very. I don't want to say needy, but clingy. She's a clingy one. I call her Precious. That's Precious right there. Been good, cuz? Alright, alright, alright. Give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec. Give me a second. Alright, let me get back to it. Alright, alright. Give me a second. Alright. So, like I was saying, guys, the man should not be feeling threatened by the woman, whether she's got something going on or she's ahead of him, anything of that nature. You shouldn't be feeling threatened. There's a specific word that hit my mind that I want to bring back up. Oh, I got it. Intimidated. And that's the word I wanted. That's the word I wanted specifically. I hear a lot of men are intimidated by certain women. And what do I have to say about that is, once again, when you're coming together with somebody, right? When two are becoming one, that means it's a teamwork thing now. That means you don't need to feel any kind of way like that. Why are you feeling intimidated? That's a plus for you. That's a plus, not something you should be feeling intimidated about. That's a blessing. Now, when I said that, I'm sure because of the way society is set and built up right now. Amen, amen. Because the way society DJ Incredible once again said, it means husbands are told to live with their wives with understanding, showing honor to the woman as the weaker vessel. 100%. All right. Once again, we are put in a position that will be considered a blessing to be in. Okay? It is a blessing to have your woman at a higher status than you. You're supposed to keep pushing her forward and doing good, not feeling jealous and pulling her down. You're gonna be a burden to your blessing. Do you think does that make sense to you? Let's think more logically here. As men, we're the logical ones, so let's think more logically. You're going to be a burden to your blessing. Does that make sense to you? I'll let you answer that. I don't even want to answer that for you. I'll let you answer that. Does it make sense to be a burden to your own blessing? Hey, listen. If you find that to be a solid thing, like it makes sense, that you should do that, then maybe you really just need to be by yourself. If you think it's logical to be a burden to your own blessing, you need to be by yourself. You don't need to be with anybody. I'm being 1,000 right now. That means you got a lot of internal work that needs to get taken care of. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that really did touch me. Fiddle Fiddlesticks says God is going to bless you with an amazing wife. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that touched me. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I really do. And this is just how we all got to look at it, guys. We got to look at it from a broader eye spectrum view and understand it way better, especially as men, that we should not be competing against our own woman. I've heard this and I've seen this happen consistently from time to time, and I don't understand it. I've never competed with anyone, and I don't understand why you would want to. I appreciate that, Fiddle. Stop, man. You're touching the heart right now. You're touching my heart. You're touching my heart. You're touching the heart. You're touching the heart, Fiddle. You can't be doing that to me right now, bruh. Fiddlesticks says she will honor you as her husband. Oh, you can't be touching the heart, bruh. You funny, man. You funny. You funny. You big funny. You big funny. I appreciate it though. I really really do. I appreciate it. I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. I do. You know, it's definitely every good man's goal and dream is to have someone that actually loves and support them back. You know, if we got big hearts, it's only right that we have someone that um, cherishes and give back to that same degree, same level. It's just a beautiful thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you reciprocate. You get one, give and take, give and take, give and take. Not just one person just take, and only taking, only taking, only taking. Like that's not how we playing it out here. You know. Fiddlestick says that makes me smile. Keep that big heart. Aw, I will. I promise you, I will. I ain't gonna let the world change me. Not even a little. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Not even a little bit, because the world know how to push some buttons now. It will make you like be a little more stern and not want to deal with it. But overall, I won't change though. I won't let the world make me become a bitter person. Like I was raised way better than that. I honestly, I gotta give it to my mom's. Primarily, I gave it to my mom's. She did a good job in raising me. Um, you know, she was the one that basically brought the love, the amount of love that she brought to the table is what I think created me to who I am today. She brought an immense amount of love to the table. So, if y'all want to thank anybody above God, or aside from God, I'm not gonna say above God. There's no thinking above God. But aside from God, who made me, is my mom. She played one of pretty much the most important role aside from God. She played the most important role in who I am as a person today. She brought a lot of love to the table, like I said. So, and that made me who I am today. It made me not forget who I am. It made me different. not so cold hearted like a lot of men might be, people out here might be. Like, that was never my cup of tea to be like the world. I always wanted to be different. I always had a big heart. I always wanted to love hard. No matter how hard things got, I never let it change me. I never actually let it change me. Like I said, now there might be moments where people and things might, you know, might want to make you bitter, but all it really does is it makes you put up a level of defense to yourself from them. It's up to you to be, you got to be able to know who you can let in your space. You got to be it's our responsibilities as ourselves a person to know who we are able to allow in our space, who we tell our secrets to, who we communicate with, and stuff like that. I'm trying to say, like, it's up to us. That's our responsibility. You know, you can't be completely open with everybody. You can't let everybody know your business. Setting Fiddlestick says setting healthy boundaries. Yes, 100%, exactly. Setting healthy. Dang, you on point. You on point. I see. I see. You're on point. Setting healthy boundaries. I couldn't say it any better myself. Exactly. Setting healthy boundaries. Yes. You and that's what it is. That's what it is. Setting healthy boundaries. Um, cause yeah, because it's like life's too short to um, to not love. I think love is one of the greatest things that we actually have, if not the greatest. I'll forget one of the greatest. I think it's the greatest thing that we have in this world is to love one another, love others. So to let the world change you from having that, that's a big loss, bro. Like, that's a huge L, and that L doesn't come. That L is not an L for them. That's an L for you, for us, for me. If we lose that ability to love, I mean, I get it. We all go through stuff. We've all gone through stuff. You know what I'm trying to say? But to go to the point where you let that stuff or people or things or whatever change you to being like this angry always person or this grumpy person, this bitter person, this less than loving person that you've always been, that ain't it. That ain't it. We got to keep loving. I think that's, like I said, I think it's one of the best things that we have. It shows our realness. What I'm trying to say? Like, the amount, that's honestly one of the ways I can say when someone is real with you is the amount of love that they have for you. If they have love for you, you're in good standing. Think about it like this. If a person does not have love for you, that means they are capable of doing anything. You cannot trust this person if they do not have love for you. That's what that means. If a person does not have love for you, you cannot trust that person. You cannot trust that person. That means that's why you hear a lot of stories of spouses taking out their spouses, things of that nature. Things that you wouldn't even expect to happen. Look at this recent situation that just happened this month with Ashley Janae. No one, well, it's right now. It's, how do I put this? As of now, there have not been actual um, I guess they haven't actually still come out with the details that the person actually did do it. We're supposed to say allegedly right now. But I will say this at the same time. None of us are stupid. None of us are slow. I will say that. Now, if you don't believe that what happened, was happening by, whatever, then your discernment is not very high. But I digress. But we see in situations like that, like Ashley Janae's situation, that if a person does not have love for you in their heart for real, it was wild. I know. I stopped following it too. I mean, I gave it a break because as of late, like it almost feels like they're trying to prolong it. Like it's being prolonged for absolutely no reason at all. They're trying to like stall it out, kind of thing. That's kind of like what it's feeling like. Yeah, it is very bizarre. It is very very bizarre. Like it's been this long. You're telling me they can't find anything, no camera footage, no. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, come on, you guys have something. You're just trying to prolong it. Nah, I'm not buying it. That's not exactly, especially no cameras. Come on, you have cameras. Like, there's no way you don't have any cameras at all, or no footage at all of anybody walking up and down certain hallways, certain time frames. Like, you're just trying to buy time. You're holding back footage. You're trying to buy time. I personally don't know why the parents didn't be like, hey, already, like, hey, where's the footage? I'm sure you guys have like footage in your, certain areas of the hotel. Like, you have footage somewhere. You're just not bringing it to. It couldn't be me, bro. I would have been all over the situation on day one. That would have been the first thing I would have asked for. It wouldn't have been no. It wouldn't have been no. "Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't even know if he did it. We're just waiting to see. Uh, what's the verdict? And no. First thing I'm gonna say is where the footage, bro. Let that be my kid. First thing I'm gonna say, where's the footage? I want the footage right now. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. Where's the footage? Any footage of anything happening within that time frame. It's common sense to tell you that, bro. Common knowledge, common sense, common knowledge. That's the first thing. It shouldn't take a few days. A few days shouldn't pass for you to come up with that kind of common knowledge. On day one or day two, at most, you should already have said, "Where is the footage?" That's the first thing I'm going for. I don't want anything less. You can't tell me that there was no footage, and I want all the times. I want the times. Don't play with my time. I want the time frame of the night before. I want the day. That's how strategic you gotta be with them, so they don't be slick. You gotta catch the day before. You gotta start from the day before, the day or two before, and then you gradually pick it up from day one, day two. All right, boom, we got something, because you're gonna catch something. You're gonna see something there. But like I said, like couldn't be my kid. My kid, like I said, very very first day I'd been like, "Where's the footage?" I ain't even gonna let a day pass. I ain't nah, none of that. But anyways, let's get back to it, guys. Let's get back to it. But once again, we see by that example alone how severe it is when a person does not actually have love for you in their heart. That shows how severe a person will and can go if they don't actually have love for you. When you have loved ones that will take your life. Sad situation to be in. That's why we as people, we got to be more observant. We got to be more aware, man. It's really what it comes down to. We got to be more aware. You can't just fully give your trust over like that. Now, if you know the person does have love, actual love for you in their heart, then maybe you can chill out a little bit. You ain't got to be so on edge. But if you know, or maybe even have somewhat of the slightest bit of hint that this person probably, because come on, let's be real. We all know if we can trust a person or not. We know also if there's even a slightest bit of that feeling in our mind and our heart that you know, I don't fully know if I can trust this person. So if you have that ability, if you have that thought, that feeling towards a person that you can't fully trust them, that alone is already a red flag. You shouldn't have to feel like that. Your spouse, you shouldn't feel like that. Maybe a friend or whatever you can feel like that with, but your spouse, you should just trust them. Be happy to know that they're you know what I'm trying to say, like you should have those feelings should just be there naturally. But for your spouse, if you feel like you just can't trust them, there's a certain point of I don't know if I can't trust them. That alone is a red flag that you shouldn't, and you need to clear it. Cause you shouldn't be unsure about your spouse. Your spouse, you should automatically, yeah, I trust this person. Boom, come on, let's go. The love should already be there. You should know this person loves you. You should know this person would never harm you. And I'm sure as I said that, some people will probably think, oh, you know, you never know how people think. You don't know, da 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 da. Listen, I'm sure at some points in that relationship, they showed their hand and you just chose to ignore it. Can't nobody tell me you didn't see no signs at all. Trust me, that Ashley Janae situation, there were signs. There were signs. I'm telling you, there were signs. She saw signs earlier on. She probably chose to ignore it. Probably still continue to go with the narrative, pretending that we're happy. But you keep pretending if you're happy. Keep pretending that you're happy all you want. All it's gonna do is come back for you. Don't waste your time. Don't waste their time. She was definitely blinded by vanity. Oh nah, man, listen. From the details that I saw, how she, soft girl life, you loving to take trips and be you know showered with gifts maybe. All that's meaningless, bro. All that stuff's meaningless, bro. Being materialistic is played out. That's how I feel. Hi, Crow. How are you? How are you? Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, Fiddlesticks. She was definitely, yeah. I mean, very beautiful nonetheless. She was, and that's what makes it. It's like I don't know. I guess she people, that's what some women do. They feed off of their beauty, and that's not a good thing. Honestly, it's not a good thing to just feed off of your beauty alone, and that's it. It's not a good thing. We should use our minds more too, because then if you only feed off of your beauty alone, you're gonna walk into the hands of men like this, who is gonna just take advantage of you. You're not gonna know your worth fully, and that's a sad situation to be in. All right, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's. I'm almost finished actually, so we're gonna wrap this up really soon. All right, guys. We're gonna wrap this up really soon. Feel like I sat here for a hot little minute. Oh yeah. Sitting in nature. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that follow button. Hit that like button. Hit that follow button. Oh man, that's a good. Dang, Fiddlesticks is on it, bro. Flashy, basically. I like that. I like that. I like that question. I'm gonna read it out loud for everybody. Okay. Fiddlesticks says, "Would you marry or date someone who's always posting on social media or taking pictures?" Flashy, basically. Oh man, that's a good. That's dang. Fiddlesticks is on it today, boy. You on it today. Dang, that's a good one. All right. Okay. How do I feel about that one? Okay. So how I feel about that is I won't judge you entirely based off of your past, right? I'm gonna start like that. I'm gonna start like that. I'm gonna start and say I don't judge you off of your past. No, 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 no. You're fine. You're fine. You're perfectly fine. I love engaging. I love engaging too. I love answering questions because it helps to add clarity. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's actually I prefer it actually. I like it. I like it. I like it. I prefer it. So don't feel like you're taking me away from anything. I'm almost done, and this is like not. I love this actually. I like this. All right. So I'm not going to judge anybody based off of their past, right? So what do I mean by that? That means you're good. You're good. That means if you were doing that before I got with you, like you posting, overly posting, maybe like certain body shots, this and that, whatever, then all right, you posted like that. You used to post like that, right? Now, obviously, there's limits. Woo! Let me say that too. Now, I gotta be real. There is limits. Now we know that there are supposed to be limits. All right. Let me say that. All right. Um, there are, you know, there are. I guess what I could say is the ones where I feel like it's probably going too far is where you see like the body shots, the like always like trying to show my backside and what's going on, Mary? How are you? How are you? Welcome in. What's happening? What's happening? How are you? Like, if you're like, I won't even. I'm trying to be like, careful here. Like, even like bikini shots, bikini pictures, certain things like that. Like I'm like half and half about. Obviously, I don't like that. Like I wouldn't want my girl to have those photos up and stuff like that. But like I said, before I got into the picture, I won't judge you. Obviously, now that I'm in the picture, you can't do that stuff no more. That I will say. Like before me, I ain't finna judge you. Mary says at work and dropping in on the conversation. That's what's up. That's what's up. Join on in. We chilling. We having a good time. All right. So, like I said, if you were doing posting certain things, basically right now, guys, we're talking about if I would marry or date someone that posted certain pictures online, right? And I like that question because it's an important question for a lot of us. But we're talking about me right here. So how I feel about it is, like I said, I ain't finna judge you based on your past, right? I ain't gonna judge you because you put that up before I got into the picture. And I will say this as well. A lot of us, when we're younger, we honestly don't think as much as when we become a little bit older. You should. Oh, okay, I guess. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel you. I feel you. I'm gonna go over it. I'm gonna go over it. So, like, okay, I'm sure you guys have. Let me ask you guys this question. What I just said. Have you guys ever had it where you look back, maybe even a few years back, and you think about a certain situation that you probably did, that you probably like, dang, I did that. Like, dang, like, like you couldn't basically you couldn't believe that you did certain things just a few years ago or a few years back. Like maybe something that you might have said, something that you might have done. Basically, what that means is within just a few years, a lot of us can grow. Correct, maturity. Exactly, maturity. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's why I said I won't judge nobody based off of their past because a lot of us didn't have the best past. Now, what matters is from this point moving forward, this point and on, is our intentions from this point and forward. Now to answer your question on the flip side, if oh yes, I'm old school, early '90s, we didn't have cell phones and it wasn't documented. Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, now with social media taking over, social media causing a lot of people to be single. You know, yeah, exactly. We grow. We do grow. Chapters change 100%. Yep, chapters change. And on the flip side, now I do want to mention this now too. Now is this now? Remember how I said it's all about intentions. From this point and moving forward, obviously that your intentions shouldn't be the same. We both should have different mindsets moving forward, kind of thing. So now I will say this: if you would imagine if I were to get with somebody, right, and if you were to have the same mindset, the same mentality of, oh, I'm just gonna keep posting booty shots. Oh, look at me, cleavage here, cleavage, a bikini here, bikini there, and you're with me and you're doing that. Woo! Like, woo! You feel me? Like, yep. Fiddlesticks just agree with Mary. Fiddlesticks agree with Mary. Mary says also they're with you and everyone else. Yep, exactly. That's such a sad situation to be in. And there are some, that's so crazy to me, like so cringe and crazy at the same time. How there are really some men that are in situations like that. It's so crazy. Yo, it could not be me, bro. The very first post she would have put up, that would have been it, bro. I would have told her straight up on the first post I would have seen after we done got together. She would have posted a little whatever shot. I would have been like, I would have screenshotted it, showed it to her, like, hey, what's up with that? What's up with this? You know, what am I doing here? That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said. Simple, like, and there. That's what I'm saying. It's so sad. Mary says moral compasses are absolute obsolete in this day. Yes, very very sad. If she doesn't, Mary also says if she don't respect herself, she can't expect anyone else to respect her. Yeah, exactly. It's very very sad. It's a sad situation on both ends. For her to be like that, that means she's still looking for validation from everybody who's not her man. For a woman to be posting like that, and you have a man, and you're seeking validation from everybody else that's not your man. And then on the man side, bro, Like that's all I can. Notice. I don't even have an explanation for that part. All I could say was bro. Like, bro, you're with the woman that's doing that. You just. I'm literally lost for words. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Like I don't know what to say, bro. Like all I can say is bro. Like that's how much I can't fathom. I cannot fathom being in a situation like that. I just can't. For you to be in a situation like that and to stay in a situation like that, knowing the person's doing this, and you're acting as if it's not even happening. Mary says that whole Megan Stallion thing is such a joke. Oh man, don't get me started with that. I, you know what? I have. Hold on. The babies are going off. What man? What y'all crying for? Baby cats. But yeah, that Megan Thee Stallion situation. Oh man, I have my what's the word? Uh, it's a specific word I'm trying to find. I have my suspicions. It's not really the word I'm looking for, but I'll just use that word. I have my suspicions about that situation with Megan Thee Stallion. Basically, I'll just leave it at. Let me just leave my point like this. Let me just say it like this. What she's portraying, trying to be the enemy, like trying to make it seem like Clay is the bad guy, I don't think that's entirely what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. We saw what she did to Tori. Let's just leave it at that. Let's be real. If you can do that to Tori, I don't want to hear nothing else you gotta say. I don't want to hear nothing else you gotta say, right? You got that man locked up and he didn't even do it. I said what I said. I ain't gonna say allegedly because we know he ain't do it. There's been countless things coming out. He said himself he didn't do it. Uh, the security guard after that came out said he didn't. Like it was, and he still got convicted. Like I'm gonna leave that one alone. But once again, if you can do that to him, I'm not listening to nothing you gotta say. Oh, he cheated. Klay Thompson cheated. Yeah, but you got someone locked up who didn't do it. So, which one's worse? you know. Okay. Anyways, moving forward. Moving forward. All right, let me finish this up because I got 5% on this phone. Man, you guys are awesome though. I love engaging with you guys. You guys are awesome. Let me finish wrapping this up because I have a lower percentage on my phone here. I don't like my phone to die on me. All right, I'll try to finish it up here. Okay. Real quick, let's finish this. Avoid harshness. Okay, let's go in Colossians 3:19 says, men are commanded not to be harsh. I read that part. We are commanded to be kind and patient with our women. Truth hurts. He was locked up because he was on. I guess. I know she had a lot to do with it. But anyways, let me see. All right. Do you know what this means about guys? Okay. I pretty much I already kind of went over this. Basically saying, do you guys know what it means for a man to attack and abuse a woman verbally? Do you know what it means for a man to attack a woman, whether it's verbal, physical, all the above? That means he has a lot of work to do within himself. His character is lacking. He doesn't even know who he is as a person. When a man can attack a woman, whether it's verbally, physically, anything, he's lacking character. He doesn't know who he is as a person. He lacks self-control. He does lack self-control. And that he needs God. All right, that he needs God. More than anyone else. Much love to you guys too. All right, so this one is looking pretty low. Just going over some notes real quick. Okay, so just to kind of like summarize my last 2 points, because my phone is on the slow, like super low percentage. I don't want my stuff to die on you guys. I want to summarize the last 2 points. Last 2 points says fidelity and intimacy. That means, fellas, you are to satisfy your woman uh, desires. I ain't gotta go into detail. You know what I'm talking about. All right. If she's in need, don't hold off on her, and vice versa. The woman should not hold off on him. You guys are together. Make it happen. All right. Obviously, that's if you're married. If you're not married, I don't encourage it. The next point and final point is gentleness and understanding. I kind of already went over that. Being gentle and understanding to our woman. Okay. We are to be considerate, knowledgeable about our woman's needs. We are to be knowledgeable and considerate about our woman needs. It's our job, fellas, to sacrifice for our woman. So, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. Phone looking low. Don't want it to die on you guys. You guys been amazing today. I love you guys like so much, so much. You guys follow me. Hit that follow button. I will follow you back. You guys been amazing today for sure. For sure. Of course, you'll catch me again next week, same time. Hey, appreciate you, Mary. Appreciate you. Yeah, you have a great day as well. You too, Fiddlesticks. You have a great and amazing rest of your day. That's just what it is. We're trying to have a great conversation, have a great time coming up in here, have a good time. That's what it is. So yeah. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Battery looking low. I don't want it to down you guys. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. I will catch you guys next week, Wednesday, same time. We're gonna talk about something kind of the same, but going into deeper. You'll see when we get to it. But with that being said, love you guys. Hit that follow button. Follow your boy on YouTube. Check me out there as well. I got some music once again coming for you guys. I'm gonna keep you guys entertained. It's your boy Truth. Truth be told, I love you guys. Holla at your baller. Hey, turn up. Holla at your baller. Y'all have a great day, all right?